Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Very Reasonable Pilots podcast. I'm your host, Charles Lung, and with me today is my co-host, Jake Cloth. Hello, Jake. How are you doing today?
Doing all right, Charles. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there, enjoying my quarantine.
Well, that's good. So, Charles, how about you tell them what the podcast is all about?
All right. Well, that sounds like a plan. Today, and as like all days that we do a podcast together, we are going to be talking about TV pilots and other pieces of media that we'll be pitching and probably won't get made, even though they're awesome.
Well, I wouldn't say awesome, but yeah, sure.
What would you say?
That's generally the idea. Well, mine might be considered masterpieces.
Oh, okay.
And yours would probably be considered, how do you say it, garbage?
Yeah.
And so, as I know, today is the day for you to pitch your garbage.
Yes,
So, what do you got for me?
Excited. Today, I'm going to be pitching a Matrix television series for
Matrix?
HBO.
For HBO? Of course it's fucking HBO.
Yeah, well, HBO's the only one who has money.
Apparently.
Do I want to go to Disney Plus or HBO? And I don't
Netflix has some high-budget shows.
Yeah, but then I don't want to get canceled after 2 seasons. Stop her.
That was a cat, by the way.
Yeah, I have.
I'll cut that out, though. So
I have 2 cats in this room for all of our listeners, Bob and Scout, and they really like hanging things, which includes all of the wires from all of these microphones and laptops and things. So there may be some activity with cats, but nothing we can't handle.
Why don't we just have a podcast that's just cats?
Just cats doing cat stuff?
Yeah, but it's a podcast, so it's just the audio of cats. Except they're really quiet, so...
Audio of the movie Cats. Audio of the film Cats. Release the butthole cut.
You know, let's talk about The Matrix.
Alright, let's talk about The Matrix.
What you got?
So, The Matrix, the film, the 1999 classic film, the best action movie of the turn of the century. I'll say it. It's not a very...
I don't know if that's a statement you want to stand by, but okay.
What? At the turn of the century, what other movie is better in the years of 1995 to 2005?
The second Matrix movie.
Ugh.
Best movie ever.
The one with the werewolves that weren't werewolves.
The one with
those dreadlock white guys with the big coats on.
Yeah, no,
Those
and that weird
guys.
thing where he was in a train station, just sitting there.
The train
was weird.
station with the guy from Mad Max. I remember, it was good.
Weird film.
It wasn't good.
But tell me what you got.
So, my idea for a Matrix television series would be set many years in the future of the Matrix world, I guess, the world at large, right?
So it's after the Matrix movies. So
It's
Keanu
after the
Reeves,
Matrix
fucking
movies.
dead, shot in the head.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone beat him to death with a stick.
Well, I think he died at the end of the Matrix.
No, Neo's beaten to death with a rake. That's the first episode.
No, it's not.
30
I hope
minutes
not.
of Neo being beaten to death with a rake. No.
Okay, so it's in the future Matrix world.
It's in the future Matrix world, and it follows like a team of resistance fighters. You know, because at the end of the Matrix trilogy, the architect and the Oracle are talking, and they're like, yeah, the peace will last for as long as it can, because, the Matrix stuff has happened a dozen times or whatever in the Matrix movies series. So I'm saying that the peace is no longer in effect, but humanity has gained more of a foothold on the planet, because Zion is not the only city anymore. There's now other places. There's civilization and towns and villages where humans are living maybe at peace with robotic kind in some places, who knows?
Okay.
And we would do it's sort of an anthology series in a way, because we would each episode spend in a different Matrix. Because I feel like the Matrix series goes in so many different directions, has such huge ideas, and then the Matrix movies are just, what they are.
Keanu Reeves flipping around.
Keanu Reeves doing flips,
Superman
kicking,
stuff.
Kicking.
So we're doing a smaller little story.
Yeah.
Okay. So who we got? Who's our story we following? So you said our resistance fighters.
I think we get a ragtag crew of resistance fighters.
Ragtag crew.
And I think at this point, because we're going with the 1999 style Matrix stuff, they would all of their names would be like gamer tags sort of thing.
Oh my god.
Like, no, because I feel like in the future nobody's gonna have a normal name. There's kids out there named Daenerys in the now.
That's a fucking brilliant name, and you can fuck
so
off.
stupid.
And they kind of ruined it in the last episode.
I know. It's great. I love it. I love to see those kids named Daenerys, and then it's like, yeah, I'm 6. And the last series of Game of Thrones just came out, and Daenerys is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's funny.
Maybe a little redeemer in the books. But, so what do you got? What are the names? What you got?
I think Ziggy, 4. Golden God, 14. Stanley, 93. Samurai Snack, 15. And Dogtooth. Dogtooth, that's just his name. He doesn't have a number.
Okay. Samurai Snack is awesome. And I'm going to change my gamer tag to that. No, I'm just kidding. But, so are they all going to be just called that? Because those are kind of long names. Like, people usually go for nicknames.
Well, I think you would call Golden God GG.
Okay.
GG. Stanley works. Stam, whatever. Ziggy, that's fast enough.
Ziggy's good, yeah.
Dogtooth and Samurai Snack. Snack.
Snack or Sam? I feel like Sam's going to be...
Sam works, yeah. So we could give them regular names in their weird names, but I think it would be more interesting. Like Tank. Remember Tank from the first movie? Tank?
No, I don't remember Tank. Oh, no, I do remember Tank. Yeah, from the first Matrix movie.
And it's like, everybody's got dumb names in the future. Neo's name is Tom, which I think is funny.
I didn't know Neo's name was Tom.
Yeah, if you go back and watch, it's like Mr. Anderson.
Well, I remember
Thomas
Mr. Anderson. I didn't remember Tom.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
The world's saved by a guy named Tom. Whatever.
Tom.
So I think, we spend each episode in a different Matrix, trying to like...
Well, explain that, because in the movies there's only one Matrix, right?
But in the world of the Matrix, it's all computer reality.
Yeah.
So the machines have created a synthetic world that's supposedly exactly like 1999, even though there are a couple, differences in the actual film, like some stuff that's not 100% 1999.
Yeah, I get the idea.
Yeah. So I think you could just go into a million different directions with this. You could go to a cowboy Matrix. You could go to a future Matrix, because...
Oh, so it's like time travel, but not, because they're just jumping.
It's time travel without all the dumb shit that makes time travel terrible.
It's like, this is a really far-off reference, but there used to be a Lego TV show where they would travel to different, Lego worlds.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? And they would go to, Old West Lego world and, medieval Lego world.
It'd be like...
It's like that, but, not Legos.
I'm thinking, it's post-apocalyptic Westworld sort of meme, The sort of idea of all these people are just going and infiltrating different matrices, and they could be anywhere at any time, fiction, reality, because I feel like the machines would run thousands upon thousands of tests to see, oh, does a guy produce more energy when he is put into the brain, his brain's put into the body of a cow? Or does a guy produce more energy when he's living in the 1930s versus the 1990s?
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
So you can go to all these different places, and they could be trying to blow something up in the Matrix, trying to kidnap somebody from the Matrix, trying to assassinate a program or something.
Yeah.
There's, because...
So they have different missions in every, little world.
Mm-hmm. Because they're resistance fighters, and resistance fighters, the Matrix movies are just Neo being oh, I'm Jesus. Look at me, I don't have any eyes anymore, or whatever.
Okay, so we're following a crew of people, going to different matrices or whatever, matrici, whatever you say. Mm-hmm. Is there are they just going from the different matrices? I don't know how to say that fucking word. Matrices. That's probably not right. Yes. Are they just going between those, or is there a place in the real world that they go to, or any real world places?
I have a ship idea, because you know how there's the what's it called in the movie?
The Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar, which is a reference to a Percy Shelley poem.
Damn, I really thought you were gonna say Percy Jackson. I was probably not.
No, Percy Shelley. There was a Percy Shelley poem. Ozymandias, maybe. Not 100% sure.
I don't think that's it, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm an idiot. So I think that in the future they'd all name their ships after weird old-timey names. So they name their ship the Prometheus, because that is a name that I like from history.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah.
What, you don't like?
Is it on fire? Is the ship on fire?
No, but we're getting there.
Okay, the ship's on fire. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
That could be a really dumb episode. You're like, you name the episode Prometheus, and then it's all just about the ship being on fire.
All the oxygen in the ship catches on fire.
Yeah. And they all die, and that's the end of the show.
Oh, Halloween episode.
Okay, so they're in the ship. What's your ship idea? Is it special in some way?
It's just, one of those hovercrafts that they have in the movies. I don't think it should be special. Dogtooth is our guy. As the captain.
Captain Dogtooth. You can just call him Captain.
Or Cap Tooth.
Captain Tooth, that's good.
Yeah. I would think of him as he's never been in the Matrix. He doesn't have any holes punched in his head. He's a normal dude from Zion, and he's just flying a ship.
Okay.
And he's been fighting with these fucking robots for decades, and he's tired of it. He's just this grumpy old dude, but he flies the ship real well. And the major plot of the series, do you want to do that first, or the pilot?
Well, give me the characters. You just went into Dogtooth. Give me a rundown of each character and sort of what they're about.
So I think the way that the different dynamics of the characters would be set up is that there are two people that go into the different matrices. Okay. There are two people who go into the different matrices, and then there's the rest of the crew outside. Dogtooth is piloting the ship. I think Ziggy and Golden God would be the ones going into the Matrix.
Okay.
I don't have genders specifically for any of them because who cares. So Stanley, I think, is our tech guy because with a name like Stanley, what the fuck else? What the fuck else would he be?
Yeah, I guess.
Samurai Snack would be, I think, our gunner.
Gunner.
Yeah. So while Dogtooth and Samurai Snack are defending the ship.
Yeah.
From all the squiddies and other robots. Golden God and Ziggy would be in the different matrices, saving or killing or rescuing or...
Are they the only two that go in?
They're the only two that go in. And
ever?
Maybe Stanley could go in once, but I think the strike team would be Gigi and Ziggy.
Mm-hmm.
Golden God and Ziggy.
Yeah.
And Stanley would be the tech guy. And yeah, I think...
Is Stanley the guy in the chair, he's talking to them on the comms or whatever?
Yeah, but he's a coward.
Okay.
I think we have to get at least one coward in, and I think Stanley is our coward. Stanley 93. There's a reason there were 92 other ones.
Yeah, well, okay. Here's an idea. Stanley should be British, because for some reason, British people, they're just better when they're the person in the chair, on the comms.
Right, they are. Like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He should be the person in the chair.
You should have Tom Holland play Stanley. He would
Ned.
actually be good at it, I think.
Get Ned in
I'll give him a call after this, okay?
Okay, good.
Get
Ned in the Spider-Man suit, Tom Holland in the chair.
Yeah, we'll have Ned be Golden God, and Tom Holland will be
and
the
Mark
guy in the chair.
Wahlberg will be Dogtooth.
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
Oh my God, can we cast Mark Wahlberg?
I don't think we can. Okay, so we got the people. What's happening in the pilot? So first episode, do they already know each other?
I think first episode we're starting out, on the ship. We're just going on an adventure. Because I don't like it when pilots of series are, setting everything up. I like a pilot of a series to just be an adventure, and then the rest of the series builds on that. So I think the pilot of the series, they're going into a Matrix. I think they could go into the 1999 Matrix.
Okay.
Just to the pilot gives people what they're used to, but then throws in a couple extra ideas.
Yeah.
And then I think the major season-wide plot would start in the pilot, but it would be smaller. And it would just be a woman escaping the Matrix on her own. Excuse me. What?
So a woman escaping the Matrix on her own.
A woman just waking up outside of the Matrix.
Okay.
And, the series would follow the crew of the ship going around and doing adventures, and then this woman, who I named Ah.
Ah?
Yeah, Ah.
Three
A's.
okay.
3 lowercase A's, and that's her name.
Ah.
Because she doesn't, she's not a human being who's existed in the world before she just woke up outside of the Matrix.
Okay.
So,
Ah.
And the subplot of the series would be that she's trying to find a way to get to human civilization or figure something out. Like, figure out somewhere to stay safe in an extremely hostile world. So we'd be spending all the time above ground in the developing society of the Matrix, and robot peoples, coming together and holding hands. We'd spend that time with her on the surface world, and then we'd spend all the time in the Matrix with the crew. And I think they'd have some crossover, maybe some side characters would meet each other, and at some point maybe could be trying to find the Prometheus ship for safety or some reason.
This is all in the first episode?
No, this is a season-wide thing.
Well, this is a long episode.
The first episode is just them going into the 1999 Matrix, and maybe they beat an agent to death with a rake.
The rake, okay.
The rake.
With a rake. Very specific.
I mean, I think it'd be funny, don't you?
A rake?
A rake.
A rake.
It's just they all get a bunch of rakes and stuff Hugo Weaving into a sack, and they beat him.
You can get Hugo Weaving? That's great.
We could get a guy pretending to be Hugo Weaving in a bag.
Now, okay, so this first guy they meet, the first agent,
mm-hmm.
is he going to be a reoccurring character? Is he going to be there, Hugo Weaving?
Oh, now that's an idea. Because that's smart. I think, yes, that works. And you could put him in all different period costumes.
Yeah, that'd be really good. But he still has like the same face. Nothing about that changed.
You always make him look like he's a business guy from 1999 on the face.
Yeah,
then everything else is like he's in a knight's armor or whatever, but he's always got the sunglasses.
He's always got. That's what I was thinking. He's always got those sunglasses.
So he's got sunglasses and an earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
And and
same like straight, angry face that Hugo Weaving had to
maintain for the entirety of his career. Because Jesus fucking Christ, look at the guy.
I don't really know what else he was in besides the Matrix,
happy.
but
he's in Lord of the Rings and the Matrix.
Oh yeah, he was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That's right. Remember his face.
Captain America.
Was he in Captain America?
First Avenger. He was Red Skull.
Oh yeah, he was, and then he hated it for some reason. I don't remember why. But they didn't want to be it again.
Yeah.
They had to cast some other dude. Okay, so Hugo Weaving, first episode, beat with rakes.
Beat with rakes.
Okay.
Or they
in the 1999 Matrix, they came in, beat him with rakes. What's doing, the girl?
She wakes up just like...
In the first episode? Do we see her in the first episode?
Yeah, we see her in the first episode. It just cut to she like opens her eyes on a chair, just in a bustling human town on the surface world. She has no idea how she got there. She has no idea what her name is, where she is, what's going on. And she just has to piece all of this stuff together. And she makes friends along the way and stuff, but I think it would be revealed towards the end of the series that she is end of the season series.
Yeah.
That she is the one in a certain way, like an idea, because I don't think that if we give a character messianic powers like Neo, then the series just doesn't become fun. Because if a character can beat every fight and win and is the best at everything, fucking whatever. So I think her capability as a messianic figure would be she's able to separate all of the matrices from one another. So she's not disconnecting the matrices.
Yeah.
So there's still room for more adventures, but she's disconnecting them from the main hub. So it's like websites. You could go to each different website, but you couldn't go on the internet. If that makes sense.
So I'd have to early .com era, you had to type in the exact URL. There's no search bars or anything. Is it like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like that. So, she sacrifices herself in the final episode to separate these matrices, but because she is the one, she isn't a person. She's a program that's put into a meat flesh body.
Yeah.
So her spirit is somewhere in the Matrix, like her programming has been thrown across the Matrix. So there's, of the millions of different worlds and matrices.
Oh, so like parts of her or something?
Yeah, she's just trapped in one or a few of them.
So it's like, did you ever watch Doctor Who?
Mm-hmm.
So in that, there's a character whose name is Clara Oswald, that's it. And she separates herself across the Doctor's timeline.
Yeah.
And so she's always saving him across the timeline.
That was dumb. But yeah, I remember.
But it's the same. Okay, you called that dumb, but it's your idea here,
yeah,
so...
But they did it in such a dumb way. I could talk about Matt Smith Doctor Who for a long time.
He's great. Not as good as David Tennant, but he's still good.
He's fine.
You should cast Matt Smith as Golden God.
Oh my god. Can we cast Matt Smith as the agent?
The agent?
Yeah, the agent.
No, I don't think he can play that kind of character.
Well, I wanna see his range. Remember when he was Skynet in that one Terminator movie?
I did not know that. I know he's playing like the detective in the new. They're doing what's the vampire? Morbius, the living vampire.
Yeah.
Mobius.
Morbius.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah, that guy. Jared Leto. Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto, the vampire. He's the detective in that. Yeah. Not related though. So season 1, we end with her dying, sacrificing everything
to separate the Matrixies, so people can escape more easily. They're not under constant supervision by the program or by the in computer intelligence. But I think the series would also have to end because that would mean that the program that's been chasing them the whole season wouldn't be able to follow them into different matrices. So I think the series would also have to end with that program being put into a human body. So basically, not the One, like the Antichrist. If the One is Jesus, then this guy is the Antichrist.
Okay.
So I think
kind of like what Hugo Weaving was at the end of
Matrix
3.
When they put Hugo, remember when they put Hugo Weaving got in that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
But we wouldn't have just a random guy do it. We'd have some dude who looked like our agent.
Okay, something I'm a little confused about. So, we got and we got the crew. Do they know each other? Do they meet up?
I think they would probably... they wouldn't start out knowing each other. Like, the crew would know each other, and is on a journey of discovery, and they would probably meet up around the halfway point of the series, maybe a bit later. They go on a couple of adventures together. They're slowly piecing together the fact that is very important. You know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe they jam something in the back of Oz's head and put her in the Matrix with them.
Yeah.
And that's Golden God, Ziggy, and are in the Matrix together, and she does something crazy, or like she blacks out and does something crazy, because we're giving
she's
her,
the one, yeah.
She's partial amnesiac also, because she just woke up in a village. She doesn't know how she got there or why.
Yeah.
And I would think that she either physically escaped using her the One powers, or she was saved by possibly some friendly robots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the story is about the crew doing their little Matrix adventures, but they're also helping out to separate the Matrix into many different parts.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why the ship's named Prometheus, because Prometheus brought man fire, and the Prometheus ship is bringing man the fire of revolution, the fire of inspiration.
You think you're so fucking clever.
Hey, you are the one who was bringing up the name.
Do you know how many references you could have done that also would have worked? I guarantee you thought about it and you had a little orgasm. You're like, oh, I'm so great. Oh my god, what a literary god I am. Let me name a character Golden God, because I'm a god.
That was a reference to the movie Almost Famous.
Oh my god.
And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Well, okay, so I got the idea of the show. I think it's pretty good, but, I don't really know if anyone cares about The Matrix right now.
What?
I guess I got that in the movie coming out.
Yeah. You excited about that?
Not really.
Me neither. I would be more excited about the new Matrix movie if nobody was coming back. Except maybe the Wachowskis, maybe in, a script writing sense.
Yeah, but I don't understand, because Keanu Reeves and the girl was that Kate Moss? I don't remember who that was.
Yeah, it was Kate Moss. No,
I think it was Kate Moss.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But he died and she died at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
So, and they definitely died.
I remember at the end.
Are they gonna Palpatine this thing where he comes back and he's like, oh yeah, I have this ability to still live somehow.
Yeah, look, I'm a clone. Look at all these Snokes. I got them in a barrel.
Yeah, and then Kylo Ren's gonna show up and like get all upset and cry a little bit.
A lightsaber out of his ass and then kiss Rey for no reason.
For no fucking reason. That was an awful movie.
I don't like that movie at all.
Yeah, it was not
least
great.
it makes The Last Jedi look at least watchable.
It makes The Last Jedi like good. Yeah. Like I appreciate The Last Jedi because.
Yeah, internet. I said it. I like The Last Jedi. Fight me. I'll kill all of you. I probably won't.
Best part about that movie, Rise of Skywalker, though, is when Obi-Wan talked for about 5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was pretty great. Sure. Just him saying words was like, all right, best part of the movie. Just end it right there.
And the best part of Last Jedi is when Yoda made that tree explode with lightning.
I don't know about that.
What? That was amazing. I love that.
I think the best part was when they fired all those shots at Luke Skywalker. Mm-hmm. And then the worst part was when the smoke cleared and he was still there.
Yeah. I think the best part of the movie was when everyone found out that Luke was a hologram created by the Force, and all of the fanboys got really angry. That's my favorite part. I love angry people on the internet.
I think he just dies afterwards, making it sort of meaningless. But whatever.
No, it doesn't. Oh,
all right, so I'm done talking about the Matrix. Could you send us out, Charles?
All right. Well, thank you again, everyone, for listening to the Very Reasonable Pilots podcast. I have been your host, Charles Lung. You can find me on Instagram and Snapchat and all those different things at Charles Lung, Charles_Lung, Charlie Lung. It's a very strange array of different things. And Jake, do you have anything to plug? Any social medias you may want to encourage people to go find?
I tell you my Twitter, but I don't remember the handle.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the description for you though, because everyone loves my Twitter.
Yeah, we'll put all of our different things you can follow us on in the description. Thank you everyone for listening, and that's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.